jumping.
Hello, everybody! Welcome! We're back with the buns!
See?
Bunny bun.
Hi.
I hope everyone has had a
looking down on
wonderful
everything.
Sunday. What was that?
I was saying you're looking down on everything. Or at least almost everything. Hey, Doodles.
I'm a concentrate bunny.
Is that why I smell something burning?
Yes!
Hey, you get a really good view of the other pool from there.
All this in high heels!
Oh, yeah. It's your natural state. Colt is pretending he's Iki.
Yes! Yay! Haha! I made it to the toppy top.
Oh Jesus, there's a post-Moogle up there.
There are 3 Moogles. You have a post-Moogle. The whole world must know of this acceleration! The triumph!
You can fly.
My wings ache, Koopo. That's the Taoist Moogle.
Yes.
And then we have a regular Moogle over here. My paws are itching to dance, Koopa! So yeah, every time you get to the top of the tower, they typically have different minions hiding up here.
Huh.
And this year it's the Moogles, and it changes out every year.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't
the
get
fireworks.
higher than this, as far as I know. People have tried. It has been sad.
Watch the fireworks.
Yes, the fireworks are very pretty. See? Pretty.
Yeah. Should be coming up on the climax.
So on the agenda tonight is off to do Ladonia's Black Mage training. Ooh. Pretty. All those dragon tails.
Yeah.
And they keep going and going.
Yeah, some of the patterns they do are really neat.
Oh, this might be the final. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoosh. Tambaya. No more fireworks. Okay.
Nope. And after all the effort you went through to get up there, it's time to fall to your death.
I'm not gonna fall to my death. Oh, I missed it.
No, but you did fall to 1 hit point. Hi, Drago.
Yes, I did. Okay, shall we go find your Black Mage trainer?
Yeah. We might as well go. Because I don't know Summon Barmaid.
Yeah.
That lady keeps serving the same 2 tables and never delivers anything to me.
Let's see, what mount should we have tonight? Oh, come on, I know. There he is!
Yeah. And we're off. Off to Ulda.
So yeah, interesting stuff. So,
as we leave Costa del Sol behind us.
I know yesterday, while we were kind of doing Deep Dungeon on the mains, I talked a little about new MMOs coming out. There was another piece of information that was not MMO related I wanted to discuss, and am debating. I have not been happy with YouTube's shenanigans as of late, particularly when it comes
Very
to...
few people are.
Yeah, it's only getting worse. However, there is a serious competitor that is starting to pop up here in the States. It is currently in beta. It is the worldwide version of Bilibili. I have mixed opinions on this.
Yeah.
There are a couple other services around. Unfortunately, one of them has some politics attached to it, so I don't necessarily want to deal with that. And the problem with Bilibili, while it has been going for some time and is already a profitable venture, is that it is a Chinese profitable venture.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll switch down to monk so I won't outrun you. By the way, this is the current monk glam. This is the Stormblood suit. Bilibili is a Chinese company. I believe Tencent is an investor. I could be mistaken on that. But it suffers. At the same time, are they really doing anything different than YouTube is pulling?
Yeah. Because YouTube is a constant cycle of pray we do not make the deal any worse.
We have the White Cat Brigade here.
And you'll note they're all from the same guild.
No, I can't. No one has nameplates.
The guild tag is :3.
That is correct, Doodles.
Yeah.
But I fear it might run into the same shenanigans TikTok hit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we do need a competitor to...
Yes, we do.
At the same time, I see Bilibili's name attached to some actually really great anime in Donghua.
Also true. I was surprised when you said they did something other than be an anime studio.
No, they're mostly a Chinese version of YouTube that
Apparently,
is
but
breaking
of
away
course-
from the Great Wall of China. Now, they will have US servers, as far as I understand.
That helps.
And they are staffing a US in Santa Monica,
Office.
I believe.
Okay.
In fact, I think Billy was partly behind Apocalypse Hotel.
That sounds right.
I
know
be
it was
mistaken.
something that-
It's been a while.
I watched and liked, but I don't remember which series in particular. Okay, it is time to start feeling the Black Mage goodness.
And it's less in China, but there is a thing of a company is not a government. At the same time, China does kind of have its fingers in all the companies. And I don't really want to get involved into politics, period. Or not. Full stop. But at the same time, YouTube really needs a competitor. The closest competitor to Twitch is unfortunately run by gambling. Like Polymarket and such. It's like, this is not much better. I don't think it is better. Remember when the internet was this nice place that you could go out and it was just a wild west of freedom and creativity?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it needs an enema. I will say it... It needs to find its heart and soul, and unfortunately I think that's been bled out of it. Hello, Orca!
Hey, Orca.
Now, at the same time, one of the things that YouTube has implemented, of course, is their AI moderation, which is not good. But at the same time, that is a job I would not wish on my worst enemy. Any sort of GM or customer complaint or any type of moderation like that is soul destroying. And I think in the long run, it's actually a good use of AI. The problem is the models aren't good enough to support it yet.
Well, yeah, it's not good enough. Or current generation AI is capable of doing almost anything they're trying to ask of it.
Yeah.
That's one where you might get it to be semi-good enough. The problem is they keep making it the only thing with no real recourse to anything else, and there has to be a way of escalating to humans.
Yeah. At the same time, there's a certain level of escalating to humans that you really don't want humans to see this. You really don't.
Yeah,
And people
but
will
there
escalate
still
that.
Needs to be a... Yeah, but there still has to be some way of... where are you going?
To your black mage trainers?
In Olda?
Don't think they start in Olda. I think they start out in the boonies.
No, it starts in Olda.
Oh.
The same place it always starts.
Samurai and Red Mage have me spoiled. They're like wandering all over the place.
You want to take the side entrance, the Steps of Fall.
But Bilibili's app is now currently in beta. You can actually download a beta version of it for the US market. I am debating, because it's better than a lot of other things I've seen, which is a very, very, very low bar.
Yes.
The other thing that's come across my desk today...
The real problem is all the bars are extremely low right now.
...is one of the sites I do post artwork to is Kara. Which is in beta. Yeah. It has not gotten out of beta. And they're very much anti-AI. For a long time, you used to be able to use Nightshade via Kara, but they had to disable it because the servers were just getting hammered. Gee, I wonder why. Unfortunately, because of their anti-AI site, they pretty much guaranteed that every AI bro out there wants to scrape it just to go, ha ha ha, I scraped you.
And they've now had their third major scraping event.
So they're now looking at taking legal action and have put up a charity fund to help support that legal action. You say you scraped us? We're gonna file suit for copyright infringement.
Yep.
Because we did not consent, and our artist did not consent. If they're on our site, the artist does not consent.
Let's see. Okay, we have to snake our way around.
No, this way.
Like I said.
Yep. Welcome to the Warren.
The outer ring is just a part of the outer ring we can't get at from there.
Yeah. Welcome to the Warren that is Old Awe. Okay, hold on. Time for me to switch views. There you go.
Hopefully with working sound.
Please say the sound is working.
Yeah.
I tried to get the sound working.
Okay. Nonomita should be me.
Oh, it's this I'm echoing.
And that's...
How am I echoing?
I was wondering.
Because... You should not... Oh god, it's coming to the desktop. You should not...
Yeah.
Oh god, it's coming to the desktop.
Because I don't have a separate...
Yeah.
Oh god, it's coming to the desktop. Because I don't have a separate...
This is why I was afraid of one test before we got... Well, there is a thing we can do to fix this. Give me a second. Live obs tweaking on the fly.
There's flies? Ew. Uh-oh. You? We really going to do this. Uh, 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 oh, hmm, hmm. Is wanting all the tabs as opposed to the. Come on, guys. Organize this. Because, yeah, this is all the tabs on this browser window. It might just be that it runs out of things by the time it gets down here, though it does go to the entire screen after this, so yeah. That's from multiple different windows, but it's all browser. Some of those shouldn't be open ones. Yep. Now, can you mute yourself on your end so I hear you, but Twitch doesn't?
Not really.
Me. No. Well, before Twitch started, yes. Not before the browser. Search for Twitch?
Share. Okay. Try that. Try that.
At best, going to require a bunch of setup for you. Well, kinda. But no. Ah. Maybe.
Sorry, this is taking so long. We have something. Give me just a second.
Yeah, it's still on the alternate thing. Switch back so you're not echoing.
Hold on. I'm doing something here. I'm doing going to do this.
Yeah, but it's the audio thing. Oops, too big.
Turn that
There you go.
Okay. And your
Audio seems normal.
Your sound is
Maybe.
not coming through.
Something isn't? Oh, desktop sound?
The game sound.
Yeah. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Camera, mic, audio, settings. Audio output.
Yeah, we've had
Desktop
this
audio
problem
capture.
before.
Seems like it should be fine. Hopefully this won't break anything. Of course, it's not helping that the music is kind of quiet at the moment.
Your audio's coming through, but the game audio is not.
Yeah.
But we should not be echoing.
This much is true. We're kind of back to where we were with other things.
Okay, how's that? Okay, how's that? Can you say something? Okay, how's that?
Something.
Can you say something? Okay, how's that? Okay,
Something.
I don't know if... Looks like it's coming through your desktop.
Yeah. You're getting... I think you're getting it now.
Okay, you can go ahead and shut the share down.
Oh.
Because for some reason, that one is not coming across the audio, and I think it's because of weird audio issues with OBS, which we were having the problem with earlier on other things.
Yeah, so stop the share?
The game share, yeah. Give
Yeah.
your computer more process power.
Yeah. Well, we'll
I mean,
see
it
if
does
we can
work.
join
I
this.
was able to get it across, it's just the audio for it was not. So I don't know what's going on with that, and this kind of sort of works.
Back to there for now.
I will just have to remember I have myself muted in OBS.
Exactly.
Which can cause other problems.
Right. Okay.
But it's now on your screen. Take it away.
Shades of Chateau. Lalai is eyeing you expectantly. I believe Lalai is you?
Yeah, and this is the other thing, is at least if it's the screen share, I could read it better.
Yeah.
Hold on. Tiny type is tiny.
Well, if you want, I can do both. The systems seem to be handling it.
Ah, Ladonia, I'm glad you're here. I would consult to you about a matter that has been gnawing at my mind. Thanks in no small part to your efforts, the Book of Nanthal have at long last been reunited within these halls, their long-lost secrets just waiting to be unearthed. Though I've scarcely begun poring over tomes, I have already made most remarkable discovery. Each of their twin tomes contain a cipher of sorts, meaning of which could only be deciphered when the two are referenced in tandem. I will spare you the details of how I unraveled the message, yeah. Though it truly was among my finer moments, if I do say so myself. At any rate, the words once decoded are more so tiny. Maybe I should get my driving glasses on. I don't think it would help.
If you're having a... Yeah, because at least when I was doing it with yours, I was having problems because the resolution was low. So, yeah, no amount of glasses was going to fix that one.
Once decoded, are most evidently an incantation, albeit entirely unfamiliar to me. Beneath it was the simple directive: heir to the dark arts, speak the words unto knowledge's reflection that memories long forgotten may stir anew. As to what precisely these words are referencing, your guess is as good as mine. Still, Master Kukuruka doubtless persevered the incantation and meant to accompany the message in his records for a reason. And if we are not the heirs to the arts of black magic, then who is? I trust I can expect to see you at Nald's reflection. And do try and hurry, yes? I would prefer not to delay any potential epoch-making discoveries any longer than necessary.
We promise no more 10-minute delays working out audio this week.
Not wrong!
Okay, so where am I going?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, down there.
You're leading. Well,
You
part
wanna
of the problem. Part of the problem is that I need to move the ob screen
Yes.
in order to read it, and then move it back in order to play the game.
Yep. I knew where that was going.
Oh, and I forgot to take my meds at dinner.
Oops.
I shall take them now.
Bad bun.
Yes, I am a bad bun. I forgot my meds. Baron will be so mad at this bun when he gets home. Hey, Lucy.
Come on, we're going places.
Let's go.
People lie, go through the checkpoint instead of around or over it. Now we take off. Oh, right. I'm trying to remember how you get up that.
Very carefully.
That's the passage in.
Speaking of which, you might need new driving glasses soon.
Baron? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was talking about it.
Well,
Oh,
we
dear.
are at that age where glasses are almost a yearly affair.
Sorry, but I'm leaving the party.
Oh, I've been abandoned.
I know.
And that is all you need to know. When I give you the sign, you are to chant the words precisely as I instructed. Understood? Now, Ladonia. That light!
looking at me.
You! Yes, you! You shall serve as the bringer of destruction. As for my vessel, yes, that one should suffice.
Okay. It's been too long.
Hello, RE. No, I think badge 502 is quite fine without any of this. Whatever was that? Whatever was that strange sensation? For a moment, it was as if a great fire burned within me, and then... now it's as if my very mind is being rent in two, and this voice... Well, it feels good to walk the earth for the first time in 2 millennia. Seems that old coot proved himself useful after all. If he hadn't kicked it, I'd find him and give him a pat on the back. And what are you gawking at? You're a black mage, are you not? Surely you possess the common sense to recognize that a woman who stands before you would that you be needing a hint.
Hints are good.
Some would call me Death's Handmaiden, but I always found that particular epitaph too needlessly morbid. Though, technically speaking, I am but a manifestation of memory. You may call me by the name I used in life. Shatoto. At your service. Oh, but I jest, of course. It's you who are at mine. I must say, what is it with black mages today and these unwieldy hats? Do they truly believe it makes them look more imposing, or are they merely compensating for something? In either event, I have no need for such adornments.
She's going to be quite put out if you get rid of her hat.
Now that's more like it. Ladonia, was it? Of course it was. Now that we're on the same first name basis, you'll have to tell me about yourself. On second thought, let's skip that. Time is short, and to be quite honest, I don't particularly care. At any rate, I might have mentioned I am not the true Shatoto, as she once lived, but rather a manifestation of her memory. My memory. Needless to say, that still makes me the most powerful sorceress currently existing in your world. You would do well to remember that if you ever have mind to cross me.
Gee, thanks.
Well then, now that we've gotten the pleasantries out of the way, what do you say we have a bit of fun? Prepare to be blasted into gazillion itty-bitty pieces! Oh, come now. Must I spell everything out for you? I must know if you are sufficiently adept at the dark arts to help me forestall impending doom, and this is by far the easiest way to do so. Not to mention the most fun. Prepare for a world of pain!
Gee, thanks.
You are so welcome! Remember, Orca, this is Shatoto, not Shannon Toto. Different characters.
Yes.
looks so irritating.
Nope, 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 nope. Hey.
You can do it.
Come on. Oh. Yeah.
Oh no, you have frostbite!
Not anymore, I don't. Fine.
Yeah, you are rusty. You are not using your ley lines.
That's not rust. You know better.
But ley lines must stay in the ley lines.
Ley lines, may lines.
Yeah, we are not taking this seriously, are we?
Maybe. I'm in big trouble though.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is all coming up faster than I can do anything. Come on! No, I can't keep track of what I'm doing while doing all of this. Why are you still alive?
I thought he died. Did he spawn a new one?
Okay. Oh, come on. And I lost. Rotation levels.
Tasty, tasty caramel sea salt.
Dang it, that's... Ooh. Damn it. Just before I get out of range of it. Because that was going to end it, wasn't it?
Does Thera need to give Ladonia Black Mage lessons? He's happy to give Black Mage lessons.
She's probably not smart enough for that.
You have a point. Not half bad. That painfully dull expression in your face had me worried, but I suppose you'll do after all. Do? For what? Try to keep up, will you? I abhor repeating myself. Let me start from the beginning. 2,000 300 years ago, the greatest mage of our realm has ever known, that would be me, compiled a choice assortment of the most potent offensive incantations and evocations into the school, known as black magic.
Magic.
You still seem puzzled. I also devised a spell that will allow my memory to return one day. My reasons were twofold. For one, I simply had to see for myself how the art... Excuse me. Let's try that again. For one, I simply had to see for myself the art of destruction would be handled down eras after I had inevitably passed. For another, I knew that without my guidance, this realm would one day meet certain... this won't do. I had thought the girl stronger than this, but, these eyelids grow heavy and my consciousness wanes. I suppose I'll just have to take a little nap.
Wait, no.
But remember this, my puppet of destruction. You have an important role to play in the battle to come. A battle which will decide the fate of your very world. Till next I wake, shirk not your study of the arts. Ladonia? Where are we? It's as if I just woke from the strangest dream.
Yeah.
Yet my every limb aches as if my respite were more exhausting than the fiercest of battles. Did you perchance observe anything odd happen to me? Yeah, you were possessed.
Sorry about that. The aches and bruises are kind of my fault.
Preposterous, or so I would say. But you have no reason to tell me falsehood, and it would certainly explain the curious symptoms I find myself experiencing. Shatoto, the mother of our dark arts, she who perused the power of destruction to and beyond any limits that can be conceived, has her consciousness truly taken up residence within my own mind? It is of no use. I call out, but she does not answer. Whether she slumbers or simply designs not to answer, I cannot say. I am fear amid something of a loss. Let's return to the sacrarium and clean out my head. Mayhaps the answers we seek will yet reveal themselves to us.
Hi. So, what did you think of the battle?
What battle? I didn't see any battle.
Oh.
By the way, who are you?
I don't know. Just talking to a stranger with an orange nameplate.
My name
They say
is
they're
Blue,
imperial
so what's your
nuisance.
problem? Oh, hi, Ladonia!
Oh, hi!
Bright these two are not.
Yeah, well.
And the big pointy thing she was holding is her staff. You never take a
Jeez.
black mage's staff.
Nope, can't get around that way.
No, you have to use the
With
secret
the
tunnel. Secret tunnel.
you, Lucy.
Whee! Go, Wilson! Go!
Yeah, I don't think I could have won that battle without Wilson.
Wilson makes everything better. Made me flip my window. I'm afraid it's no use. I have called out to Shatoto with my mind time and time again, but I only meet with silence. If only Master were still here, surely he could shed some light on the matter. After all, it was he that recorded for prosperity the words we used to summon forth Shintoto's memory. Wait, that's it! If Master himself may not be here, but his writings may yet contain answers to our queries. It's within the statue of Nald that the memory slumbered. This does not strike me as mere coincidence. I believe that settles it. I will return to the tome and see what knowledge can be gleaned, that we might prepare ourselves for what task awaits. This holds for you as well, Ladonia. Whatever Shintoto moves for returning to us, I cannot shake the feeling that it'll happen. I cannot shake the feeling that ill happenings are afoot. I suggest you resume your studies with utmost urgency.
And Coyote, that was basically a very large and somewhat stylized amphora. 63.
But you're bigger than 63.
Yep. Golem's gone wild. Well, I would share with you the knowledge he has gleaned.
She's a gleaner?
Apparently. Who knew?
Ladonia. Good. For better or worse, it would seem that Shintoto is still enjoying her peaceful slumber. In the meantime, my studies of the books of Nod Thal have proven rather enlightening. In particular, I was surprised to learn that while the statue of Nald's reflection is relatively recent construction, in historical terms of course, the goblet it holds in its hands is quite ancient. It would appear that it was within the vessel Mistress Shatoto's soul was stealed away. Master's records go on to state that the inner surface of the goblet is inscribed with a message in the glyphs of the ancient Mahak. It reads, yes, here it is. The power of destruction did rend the baleful star, and peace doth reign near and far. Yet 23 centuries hence shall it come anew, and certain doom is sure to ensue. A prophecy of sorts, it would seem? It has been roughly 2,300 years since Shatoto founded black magic, which means it is entirely possible she herself left the inscription. But whatever sort of doom could the prophecy be referring to? I fear it is all rather cryptic. Milan and Ladonia as well. I would... Oh, no, I think that's you, actually.
Lalai, And Ladonia as well. I would speak with the both of you at once.
Aha!
Oh, right. Ahem. While I would like nothing more than to catch up on old times, I come bearing grave tidings. My friends, pray lend me your aid.
Well, if it isn't our favorite Gobu-headed healer, I would have thought the seven hells would freeze over before you cast your lot with purveyors of destruction. What have we done to deserve the honor of your groveling?
This is no time for jest, Lalai. The situation is most dire. Why, a veritable horde of crazed golems has burst forth from the lost city, and is wreaking havoc on the Twelveswood even as we speak. So, something need destroying? Whatever foul sorcery held led them to abandon their orders and run rampant, we cannot say. But one thing is certain. If we do not deal with them, and do so swiftly, there's no telling what damage they might inflict upon our forest home.
That does sound like a cause for concern. Very well. I suppose it would not kill us to put the matter of Shitoto aside for a moment and... Wait, no! Not now! Urgh!
Sorry, she's having an attack with the Shatoto.
I say, how can a girl think straight with this ungodly full cap weighing her down? Or perhaps she can't, and that's why... But of course, it all makes perfect sense. Oh, hello there. Did you miss me and my prodigious intellect? Of course you did. Now, look, we haven't much time, so do try and keep pace.
Surge of Aether! Just who... what are you?
Ah, yes. I'm sure there's much you'd like to know. But where would that get us? I've already heard all I need to know through this girl's ears, and we need to head to South Shroud, yes? Rampaging golems, was it?
Indeed. I have tasked a whaler named Alfine with looking into the matter. With any luck, he has gleaned some knowledge which might avail us in plotting a suitable course of action.
Alfini, South Shroud. Yes, I believe the great Shitoto has all she needs. Well, come on now. No point in standing around and gawping like gobus when there's work to be done, right? Right.
Shatoto. Ladonia, I'm most grateful for your aid, do not get me wrong, but if there's anything that you and Lalai have been keeping from me, mark my words, I will hear of it in full when our task is done. He has a good sense of priorities.
Yes, he does. He always has. He's just very forthright about them.
Yes.
Zoomy zoom! South Shroud we go! And we can just
We
go
be
up
going
that gate.
places. Yep. Getting there as fast as this Warren will let me.
Yeah. Speaking of which... Nope.
Sorry, distraught
Yes.
pass, I'm ignoring you.
Just checking on our bid. So far, so good.
Ah.
We shall see. Don't think you can get to there from here. Or, okay, then you turned in the correct direction. Never mind, I'll shut up and stop being a backseat driver.
Warren.
You're fine, Lucy. You know what you're doing. Take off every zig. Ooh, the burning wall is pretty tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and clear, so it glows for miles. For moms.
Yeah, which is
Glows
quite a
for
change
moms.
from some of the earlier weather.
Yeah. And welcome to South Shroud.
Where it is raining as if it's dry bone. Lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Okay. Oh, it's... That's right. Got where they took it before. Hi, guys. Chatoto.
Ah, it's so much easier to think without that excessively bulky weight on my brain. For the life of me, I will never understand people's obsession with exaggerated headgear.
The sheer etheric energy I feel exuding from the girl is nothing short of astounding. Could it be that Cap was reigning in her true power all this time? No. Welcome, friends. You come seeking news of the golems, yes? Would that I had any to give. I fear not a single one of the creatures has manifested itself before mine eyes.
So you say, my good man, but it is possible that you have not seen the trees for the forest. Sometimes that which we seek is right before us, and we need only attune our vision. Why, is it just me, or do I spy a number of curious stone structures peering out from the brush? Yes, I have an inkling that our foe may be hiding in plain sight. But just how is this distinguished living stone from the more ordinary type? Why, I do believe the former would take far less kindly to being scorched with a burst of hellfires. So, the plan is clear, yes? Let's get blasting!
Let me guess, this is your answer to everything.
Well, of course it's my answer to everything. Boom-de-boom!
If I understand the woman correctly, the golems have disguised themselves as ordinary stone. She means to unmask them by haphazardly incinerating every rock in the woods. Well, I suppose it's as good a plan as any.
Should I follow?
Up to you.
I'm just gonna hang out with the bogeys.
Okay.
Yeah, be safe on that drive, Doodles. Not much will probably be happening here. More walkies and such. And sleep is a good thing.
Suspicious stone. Yeah, you look very suspicious.
Is it suspicious? Is it sus?
This is a hostile presence. Who would have guessed?
All we're seeing is trees!
Yeah, well, remember about hiding in plain sight? Yeah.
The trees!
Ow, he punched me. Oh. And that did it for him.
Well, that was his problem.
Yeah, you look suspicious too. Yep, you were suspicious.
Very suspicious.
So suspicious I killed it. And yeah, you seem kind of suspicious too. Says so in the name even. Yeah, let's get that. Great then. Time to talk to my invisible friends. Is our friend quite well? I only saw her from afar, but it was as if the girl took some perverse pleasure in causing as much destruction as she could muster.
Of course, she's a
Yeah.
black mage!
Yeah.
This is what black mage do. That was fun, wasn't it? Now, while I'm not one to repeat myself, it seems I should make an exception for the slower members of our band. You have the privilege of standing before the Archmage Shatoto, or rather, a memory of the same which has awakened after years of slumber to rescue your realm from the most dire fate.
Slower. Lady Shatoto, if that is truly who you are, I cannot deny your arcane prowess, and yet there is so much about this matter that does not sit well with me. Pray explain yourself. What is this dire fate of which you speak?
Oh dear, you really aren't very smart. Well, I shall begin from the very dear me, did I almost rhyme? Who does that anyway? Anyhow, the tale begins some 2 millennia ago when the great civilization of Mahak was still in its infancy.
They just lampshaded Shantoto.
Yes, they just lampshaded Shantoto. Our scholars ascended to the mightiest comet, awash with unspeakable etheric energy, was on course to strike our fair home and reduce it to so much trouble. And so I thought, to rectify the situation, the only way I knew how, by blasting the foul rock out of the sky with the most powerful, destructive magic our realm has ever seen. This, more than anything, was what spurred me to developing the art of black magic as it is known today. Needless to say, my plan was remarkable success. A massive chunk of the comet was shattered, knocking it clear off its path and sending it spinning harmlessly into the heavens. The story, however, it does not end there. Fragments of the meteor were hurled and embedded themselves in the earth. While small enough that their impact caused no significant damage, they remained beneath the surface, brimming with etheric energies just waiting to be unearthed. Needless to say, the otherworldly stones drew the attention of mages far and wide who sought to claim their power for their own. They are the stones that gave the golems their souls, by whose power many city-states flourished. And yet, these stones held yet further secrets. When two of them were brought together, then they would call to one another, aether reacting to aether, to augment their mutual powers to still greater heights. Mind you, the power of a mere fragment is even more heightened state would be far too meager to cause of concern. One threat, however, still lingered. What if the comet, the mother stone as it were to return its curious circulatorious orbit, bringing it shouting distance of our world once more? Would not its remnants, its children, summon to hither all destructive glory?
Preposterous! Did your vaunted black magic not knock this comet clear across the skies? Why, it's simply inconceivable that its new path would bring it back to our direction.
Inconceivable to feebler minds, perhaps, but not my own. In fact, I poise that the comet is drawing nearer every moment, and it is for this very reason that the golems are now running amok. If left unattended, the implications of this world would be calamitous indeed. Fortunately, you have an ally of the impending battle, a prodigy who foresaw the danger that was to come and sent her memory into the future that she might return to save the day.
Do you mean to say that you predicted that this threat would come over 2,000 years ago, mind you, and devised an incantation for the sole purpose of allowing you to return to us in our time of need?
I do believe I've already said precisely that. Of course, I did not do it entirely on my own. The spell would have been lost to history if crazy old Kukuruka hadn't dug it up where he did and recorded it for posterity. Dear little Lalai and Ladonia also played their part as well. Oh, how wonderful it is when one's followers, against their natural tendencies perhaps, manage not to make an utter mess of things.
Gee, thanks. I must admit, the whole story still strikes me as a bit far-fetched. I mistrust neither your motives nor your skill, Lady Chateau, but as a hearer charged with the protection of this wood, I cannot leave this matter to you alone. I will accompany you and offer what aid I can. But first, let us return to Old Dom. I would hear more of the plan you propose before we take action.
Must you? Very well.
Yes.
Just promise you won't get in our way. Now come along, my puppets. I have a realm to save, and you're going to help me. Yes, Orca, calamitous, as in umbral.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Off we go.
The scary thing is, it's calamitous as in not umbral.
It's just calamitous.
Yeah. No Ascians involved.
It is neither astral nor umbral. You could almost say it's universal.
Maybe? Boy, what a change in the weather.
The weather has
I can
changed?
see my zone exit from here.
Yes, you can. You can actually see Old Daw from here.
Yes.
Or a facsimile thereof.
It's only a model. And now we're in a dust storm.
It's a bit dusty around here, isn't it? Following.
That lass has been distraught all evening.
Yeah, and she's going to be distraught more. Of course, I actually don't see her because she's what starts the Red Mage quest.
Oh, okay. Just another invisible friend, then.
Yes. She is the no longer distraught lass for me.
It does not appear the sorceress means us ill, but I still do not feel entirely safe in her presence. Whatever has she done with Lalai?
The hero assures me that there has been no golem uprisings elsewhere, and since he clearly is too thick to tell a convincing lie, I'm inclined to believe him. This means we shall have some time to form a plan of attack.
I do pride myself on my honesty, and so I will be honest with you when I say this. Your art is, to put it kindly, not looked fondly upon in our day and age, and your story stretches the limit of believability. You cannot stave off this calamity alone, but any entreaties you might make are not like to find a receptive audience. I, on the other hand, have friends in positions of some prominence. I shall reach out to them and see what aid they are willing to offer.
How charming! He actually thinks he might prove himself useful! In your spare time, you may not ask your astrologian friends if they have had any recent calculations on the comet's path. I have no reason to doubt the accuracy of my own, of course, but I was working off 2 millennia-old data.
As you wish. Forgive me for being forward, but might I inquire as to the well-being of our mutual friend Lalai? She is still in there somewhere, yes?
Oh, she most certainly is. Worry not. The girl's consciousness is enjoying a short respite. Which reminds me, I really am due for a nap myself. Be a dear and do try to not let things go to hells in my absence, will you?
Shatoto, mother of the earth that brought it as the great floods brought the great floods upon us. She truly returned to deliver us from doom.
Doom, 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 doom. The progenitor of our esteemed art chose me as her vessel in hopes of saving the world from a falling star. I can scarce imagine the greater honor. Come, Ladonia, we must put our minds together and figure out how we might best do her bidding.
Wait, Lalai. If we take her words at face value, Shatoto has only the realm's best interests at heart. And yet I, for one, remain skeptical. Which is not to say I doubt her intentions, or yours for that matter. And yet, we speak of the founder of the very art which gave rise to the War of the Magi and the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Could it not be that even in seeking to save our realm, she is as like as not to destroy it?
Blasphemy! Why would Lady Shatoto had long since passed away when the war broke out? Only a blind, blustering half-wit would even think of holding her responsible for... Though, when you put it that way...
I understand this, and that is why I begrudge neither you nor her my aid, such as it will serve to protect the realm's peace. At the same time, I intend to keep close watch on her. One can never be too wary, after all. In any event, I will gather what knowledge I can of the threat we face, and I would be most grateful if you could do the same. Might I suggest speaking with your beastmen allies, if the idea has not already occurred to you, that is.
I swear, that man's head is made of harder stone than a golem. Still, at least he is cooperating with us, which is progress of some sort. In any event, I will reach out to my beastman friends. I encourage you to return to your studies in the meantime. If one thing is clear, it is that the task ahead will test us to our very limits. Woo-hoo. So, I guess we're gonna be spending the night in the quicksand?
Yes. A week of
For the
nights.
week? Yeah. A week of nights. A night of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, doom! Doom upon us all!
Doom, 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 doom.
The thing is next week, do we continue with this, or do we take a break and do the Rising? Which is only around for a very short time. There we go.
Maybe Momodi will tell us what to do.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, we can always hope.
Aha.
With that said, it is time and task time to call it a night. Thank you all very much for coming along this evening. Next week, we are hoping to do the Rising on the Bun Buns, because it will have started on Thursday.
Aha.
And I think it only goes for like a week or two, or something like that. And then tomorrow, it's back with Tharon and Rylea, and we have no idea what we're doing. We might be trying to sneak books in at the last minute. We might be back in the Merchant's Tale. We might be going to the Cosmos. We're not sure.
Yes. So many things.
Well, remember at this point, Orca, he is not an astrologian. He is considered a variant of the Arcanist. So he did not take the astrologian until he entered Shadowbringers.
Okay.
Though he did have some schooling in it previous.
Right.
With that said, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and say hello to our friend Life Suing, who is doing random stuff and is probably away from keyboard.
Something like that. Yes, everyone, have a great night. Hope to see you here tomorrow night at 9:30 Pacific for we have no idea what.
Yep, it's just gonna be random. Good night, all.